Mom, this be very sweet. Mom, just look at
Shut up, Judy.
Bam.
Well, yeah, that's why it will hurt me.
Oh.
Mom, she pulls it in. Go again.
Just let it play. I don't care. Oh, fuck you. You ain't going through the hell with your leg now. There's years and years of hell you have to go through to get that. That's right.
Surprise!
Come on, guys. All the grandkids up.
He kept saying, he says, my sister called and said, anniversary, and we didn't.
Did you get it on video, Joe?
I'm still taping. Oh, wow, we walked through this.
Joey, come over.
Where's Helen? Hey, Helen.
Oh, this is great. Oh, me. He keeps saying, I think something's up. I think something's up.
Dad, I'm turning this off. Mom!
This is great. Yeah. Hey, Mark.
What made you think something was up?
I just had a feeling, but I forgot that when I later. I had no idea.
Big surprise.
I think she's ready to eat something.
Yeah.
You feel it in there.
I'm sorry. They usually don't, but I had to come up with something. Yeah,
Mom! Mom!
we could have figured out a way to
Mom, you still this with that?
Yeah.
But I had to let loose of him because I'm having a little trouble with flow and I get hair straightened out. But anyway, it's good to see all of you, and some of you I haven't seen for quite a while. I think Jerry, I told her 2 or 3 years.
Yes, he did.
Maybe it hadn't been quite that long. And I think Joe and Nancy were surprised.
I was.
Thank you.
I was.
All right, if you would like to clasp the hand of each of you as you. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. O God the Almighty, from everlasting unto everlasting, the all-powerful and omniscient God that thou art, look down upon us, thy children, with tender mercy and understanding. And Father, please forgive us of all our wrongdoing and our sins. We know that we turn the wrong way sometimes. Have mercy on us and forgive us. We ask this in the name of thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. I can't even eat. My stomach just hurted. I was so nervous.
You really did?
Okay, Joe. Okay. You can handle it? Be quiet, everybody.
Well, before everybody gets started, I'd like to do a toast in Joe and Nancy's honor.
I feel rich.
I could spend hours telling you stories about Joe and I, but I won't. Joe and Nancy have been like parents to me. They have seen me grow up, buy a house, and get a good job. Joe would like everyone to believe that he makes all the decisions, but Nancy, she really has a lot to do with it. Joe would not know what to do without her. In his own way, he really does love her with all his heart. I hope that I have the pleasure in 10 years to celebrate their 50th anniversary. This is to Nancy. I don't know how she's done it for putting up with him for 40 years and not becoming an alcoholic. I sure know I couldn't do it day in and day out like she does. I'll end by saying this. The one thing that has always been a constant, day in and day out, ever since I know him, it's been going on 10 years, is Joe's haircut. I don't know if you guys look at it. I don't know what he's going to do. There's this old barber up the street that cuts his hair. I don't know what he's going to do when he retires, because I've never seen one like it before. Congratulations, and may God bless you for many, many more years. I love you guys.
Here, here. Cheers.
Thanks, Joe.
Yep.
But you forgot to put in there how you always came down and made us have a fight.
Does it taste like wine? No, just make your
Yeah, go ahead.
We've been working on this for months.
Ever since that barber.
No, everybody was very receptive. Well, they may not even been home.
I haven't shook that much in years.
They're hardly ever home. Lois is coming too.
Was Ashley out there?
But she couldn't make it to dinner, but Lois is coming later.
We were all here. It took us a lot of work to get everybody in the room. They all wanted to keep running.
Yeah, and they ran in and told us.
No, here's
You know what? We were ready to kill them because we thought they fucking blabbed. And we were going to take them out back and get the shit out of them if they told us.
we got the patio
They
room.
said they didn't.
No, he wasn't going to show up. Dennis said you weren't going to show up tonight. You were staying at that party, at that luncheon, and weren't going to come.
Joe and I I laughed and laughed though, the reason why you guys were coming up here. He couldn't believe you
I
actually.
can't believe you didn't put two to two together. Melody's winning some award.
Why? She's good at her
Well, that was her idea, and then I tried to play it up as much and as little as possible.
Yeah, because when he said,
Well, see,
because Crystal doesn't want to talk right. And I said, yeah, and I said, Dave said something weird. He says, I think she did. I said, why is it like a little party if you only think she did?
Well, I said, I think she won the award.
Yeah.
well, see, then we found out Dave called you guys, and we knew you believe him over like Melody called.
Vicky tried to back it up a couple times, and you guys were never heard. You never
It'd still be there anyhow, so because they never checked it.
Oh, and then with the kids being down, I thought it was like,
I can't believe they didn't blab.
Give me a butter, Rick.
you paid them well.
Anybody else want to We're not being real fancy. Here. I'm just going to hand it to you. Okay.
Roll.
Steve Jerry's telling me about the boys having SST in football. I said, well,
Well, they did have football. I brought Jerry.
Yeah, because I know he had a football in too. How'd they do?
he had an interception and ran for a touchdown.
Ricky did. Yeah, in the varsity game. And I missed it because I was up here.
Oh, they don't have the varsity in the paper though, do they?
Yeah, the varsity. This is a varsity game he played today.
Oh,
Not
the
the
high school?
JV.
Oh, okay. She should be in the paper tomorrow then.
Maybe because they beat the hell out of this team.
77.
He said he almost had another interception, but he panicked and just swatted it away. That's what he said.
And y'all use some other bullshit stories. I write a column.
Oh, stop it. We got
You say all
Did you come? Hey, I gotta ask you. Did you come home one day
Well, you'll get to
and something was broken in your house?
You totally shocked.
I made that steak. We ate out on the porch.
A little hurricane lamp thing over in the corner cabinet. Was it broken? Well, it was because I broke it and I left it there because of something that took for you to see that.
Butter, please.
Hurricane lamp. You know the one on the corner cabinet in the living room? Yeah. You have like a, you know, one of them oil lamps on there? You broke I broke it. It wasn't.
I blamed it on the cat.
We knew you would. She called me up and told me that, and I'm like,
Yeah. Because I said, Joey said, oh, Mom, you're busted. I said, he said, you better clean up. I said, no, didn't know we were in here. I said, they'll just think the cat did it. Yeah. I said, Joey said, the cat's going to get beat.
Because I asked her dad, I said, something broke my my shade on my lamp. I said,
Yep.
you think the cat could have got up there? And she tell you about
Yeah, Uncle Buddy's here, and Jerry, and Linda, and Kenny, and you see Billy Martin. He's here, and Janet and Stacy didn't respond. I assume they were out on the road. I don't know.
I think Stacy, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, he come to cut the grass, but they're not home that much. So.
Yeah, well, I said they were invited, but they didn't respond. And so was Aunt Diane and all them, but I didn't get any response from any of them. Aunt Diane's in the hospital, but I thought maybe Uncle Dan and Tracy and them might go. Jerry said she doubted it. We also invited your cousins, but Kathleen said it was too far, and I guess Mary just dying. But yeah.
Here's all the great Sneaking in there. You literally got to sneak in there and just find an empty seat and say, we knew Dennis and Sandy didn't say anything as soon as Nancy walked in the door.
There's sodas right over there. There's a soda station. Is that what you want? There's water over there too.
No, I'll get it. You go ahead.
I'll take a Pepsi, thanks, Jerry.
What can I say?
Yeah, come on.
Did they surprise you?
No, we thought it.
Well, I didn't really know who everybody was, so when you called and asked, I'm sitting there, oh, is that so? And I was like, what, I'm going, Janice? And I'm like, Janice?
He thought you said Janet. I'm like, oh my God, how did Janet say, what, Janet just come up to you? We thought of Janet and Stacy. We like, what, they just came up and said, hey buddy, could we ride along tonight on your anniversary thing? What anniversary?
We're going to beat him up. We're going to beat Dennis and those stairs.
Yeah, because I was like, man, I hope
See you guys skating?
it was already
Well, you're on a diet, so you can.
You have to take the top and put it in the freezer.
Yeah, no kids live around your house, so you can eat the top now. Joe was sneaking down at night eating the top.
I didn't think that was up when I seen the for that dress.
Well, no, because
Yeah, that's what I figured.
everybody and their brother wanted to stand outside, and me and Jerry had to stand by the door and like force them all in. David wanted to walk up and get something. Like, no, you can't go up there. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we were both up there, and I said, stand behind me, stand behind me. I'm like, well, what if they ride with them? And she's like, he ain't gonna ride with anybody.
That's a lot.
You never ride.
I thought it was fun. You know,
Yeah, she shot me when she called me and said she was coming.
It was for
I almost just mailed that as a first.
well, see, I thought,
I didn't send anyone because Jerry
I know,
told me
like a
he had
mic on there,
something.
and they sing with him for you.
Again?
None of us had his address. Eddie. But I figured maybe Jenny, because I talked to Jerry. I had talked to Jerry.
You're not determined up to do it.
And I told her that I sent out all these invitations, whoever she saw to talk
She
to.
yells at me.
She said she was going if she saw Janet Ann, but I guess they don't talk or something. Later, after dinner.
I yell at me. My job's done.
The dog there?
Yeah. I got booted out of the clean room. On furlough again next week.
No. You're staying at the hotel. I haven't Teresa.
Oh, yeah, they already had her.
Yeah, when she called me to tell me she was that she was coming, she told me that she had already.
Oh yeah, it's all set now.
He's a theater fitting job.
Talk to him?
I found out what he had. Where's he?
Well, let's not bring up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's think
Why
good
bring us down
thoughts.
off our high?
Yeah,
You're killing my bud.
let's think good thoughts.
We were
I saved
really,
the box.
really thinking about inviting you.
No, we wasn't. I saved the box for you guys to take in there.
Haley, wave. Ricky, look here.
Hello.
You're supposed to have everything in it.
Yeah, baby.
I did you too, so.
Something to do with the hotel and restaurant industry, because I want to get into something like that.
Say, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? I think
lot of people today are that's one of the biggest things you should remember. Because it's like diapers, it's like diapers.
Smile.
It's like a screen.
Hello, people.
Ready? Crystal in the...
Smile, Frankie. Smile.
Frank just sit there.
Oh yeah, he's like,
There's a lot of shiny stuff.
let's see what we can get.
Come on, do the bunny hop. It's jumping around or something. Sorry. Okay, you can do it.
You know the chicken nuggets?
Yes, I do.
Smile. Yeah. Dad, you can't ignore me forever.
You guys have lost your sense of humor when you got older. You just go in the square.
That I'm going to read to you now. Just so you can see it, it's nice printed and in a frame so mom and dad can show everybody how wonderful their daughters and their adopted son is. Okay, I'm going to read it now. Joe and Nancy Vance, 40 years together. From out of the small town of Chapel Hill, Tennessee, Nancy Edmondson ventured to Nashville to start her life. At the same time, Loyal, or better known as Joe Vance, left his childhood home in Baltimore, Maryland to pursue his new life in the Army. Brought together by a blind date through mutual friends, Joe and Nancy embarked on a courtship. Since Joe was stationed in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, he would have to walk endless miles to swoon over his newfound love. Since Joe was a trained paratrooper, he knew just how to jump into Nancy's heart. After much begging and groveling, Nancy finally agreed to marry the Screaming Eagle. On September 30th, 1961, Nancy and Joe became Mr. and Mrs. Vance. Living in Kentucky was hard for the couple for two reasons. Due to a military blunder, there was a problem with Joe's pay, and the couple received no income for an extended period of time. Also, since Joe had a rebellious attitude, he spent many hours at the base for disciplinary reasons. However, even though they had no money, they did not go hungry. A kind store owner kept them in bologna sandwiches. In 1963, since Joe could not stand to be ordered around, he decided not to re-enlist and received an honorable discharge from the Army's 101st Airborne Division. After his discharge, the couple moved to Columbia, South Carolina. Here they purchased their first home on Lakeside Drive, and Joe began his truck driving career. On July 4th, 1964, little Melody Ann exploded into their lives. 3 years later, on January 27th, 1967, during the coldest month of the year, a fiery redhead, Geraldine, or Jerry Elizabeth, was born. The next addition to their family came in the form of a black and tan coonhound that became known to them as Tipper. Joe found him along the side of the road and brought him home. After many happy years on Lakeside Drive, Joe and Nancy purchased land in Irmo, South Carolina. A double-wide trailer became their home. When Melody and Jerry were both in school, Nancy began a job at McDonald's. As soon as Melody and Jerry had gathered all the rocks off of this land, Joe and Nancy decided to move to Baltimore, Maryland. Nancy took a job with McCrory Corporation, where she was employed for 20-plus years. The years passed and Melody graduated from high school and the family once again moved, this time to Windsor, Pennsylvania. The year before, Joe had started his shoe repair business in nearby York, Pennsylvania. Here, Jerry graduated high school and met and married the love of her life, Richard Baylor. Of course,
I lost my track here. Of course, Joe and Nancy, aka Pop and Nan, are grandparents. They have 6 grandchildren born between the years of 1984 and 1994. They are Crystal, Ashley, Ricky, Samantha, Joey, and Haley. In the summer of 1990, Joe and Nancy were surprised by the arrival of a 90-pound bouncing baby boy named Joe. We started helping Joe around the house, and the next thing we knew, he was there all the time, especially at dinner time. We figured we might as well keep him around now that he's going to school for plumbing. It is always handy to have a plumber in the family. Now that their kids are grown and gone, Joe and Nancy have their vacation/retirement home in Chincoteague, Virginia. In Chincoteague, Virginia, they built, with the help of Richard, Joe, and some friends that they made down there, a camper/house. Finally, Joe and Nancy's lives have come full circle, and they are on their own, just like they were 40 years ago. Even though Melody, Jerry, Richard, Crystal, Ashley, Ricky, Samantha, Joey, and Haley have their own lives, and Joe has started one with Jen, it is comforting to know that Mom and Dad are there whenever they are needed. Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad.
Well, it says, Joe was already a teenager when I came along, so we didn't get to spend a whole lot of time together, so all my goodness didn't rub off on him. So he was gone, he joined the Army, and so we didn't get to see him much, but when we did get to see him, it was a real treat, and when he rode home, that was a really good thing, because we were all surprised that he could write. And if anybody here's ever got an email from Joe, there's no capital letters, and everything just runs together. So, that's right. So he came home, and we were looking forward to that, and we were very, very surprised when Joe showed up with Nancy. Here she was, this blonde hair,
Skinny,
really pink, really skinny, really little tiny waist, really big skirts, not boots. Yeah, that's right, big skirts. And this was Joe's new bride. So we were all kind of shocked, because we were like, okay, Joe's going to jail because he had to rob a bank so he could pay somebody to marry her. Because there's no way that she would do it without some money. But she found something in Joe that the rest of us couldn't find, and we've been looking for ever since, and that's his sensitive side. So, she was looking for it, and she found it, whether it was because she was looking or because it was an accident. Personally, I think it was an accident, because I don't think anybody could find it. And after that, they'd been together for 40 years. And that's really an accomplishment. David said today, he was at the barber's, and he was at John's, and you know, John, my neighbor, and he said, what are you doing tonight, Dave? And Dave said, we're going to Uncle Joe's 50th wedding anniversary. And John said, damn, I didn't know he was that old. Well, through all the years, my sisters and I, we're all strong-willed women, everybody knows that. Nancy's been hanging around with us. And she's always waited on Joe hand and foot. She was always so kind and so good. And, well, we're not really sure how it happened, but Nancy finally got the gist of things, and that sensitive side probably wanted to roll up and run away when Nancy said, "Get it yourself." Those were words that Joe had never heard before. What does that mean? Get it yourself, Joe. So we're hoping for the next 40 years that that sensitive side of yours kicks in, and you'll wait on Nancy now. So what I think we should all give Nancy a round of applause. Hey! We're waiting on Joe. And we should give Joe a big applause. Just for being Joe.
Letting her do it.
There he is.
Look at this. This is just a paper.
Hold the picture up.
It says 40th anniversary and this little thing. Oh, okay. Sorry, we got mixed up on the cards. Who was it? Jenny. Thanks, babe.
Thank you.
I guess it was all together.
Oh, the cord was right under it.
Yeah, see, Mom.
I know you feel stupid.
Are these hot here?
Yeah, no, they did.
Yes, sir.
It's better.
That's the shade it needs.
Yeah, no, I'm wired all night long now.
Oh, cool.
Now they want it back so they can go together.
Joey. Where's Joey? Joey.
Hey, Joey's going too.
Come and where?
What are they doing? A little late now.
Thank you very much. That's very nice. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I saw the first time I made a mistake when I said I didn't so I decided to give you one.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they're both nice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'll send it to
Okay.
Don't worry about that. Give us presents all the time when you come down to see us.
Well, we didn't know what was happening with the president. We didn't know.
People come out and get no presents.
People were asking me, should I bring presents? I might even be she's ready.
God.
There.
You want to leave? All you had to do was give her $90 all these years. And
That's bus fare.
Hey.
now, huh?
What?
I don't get it. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. So I don't get it.
They're going to take us out for breakfast tomorrow morning. They're loaded now.
No, we ain't spending that money.
Oh, you're not? You can go put it up until you want to buy something.
Did you guys look at your little centerpiece while you were floating around?
Yeah, I put a long time in fine.
These two that he saw were real nice. What the hell do you do with someone? It's almost got enough for What do you do for someone? I'll take care of the other one.
I'm like, man, well,
Just talk about how what things she did with Pop.
like that. And she goes, okay. And then I go,
You can't see him, can you? She just looking at the bird.
I see it.
She's like, these are nice.
Why would she bring her glasses? She was coming for dinner.
Yeah, how they doing? Tony, we're coming up for a
Go, Joey.
employee of the month thing. Can you bring your glasses?
Thanks, kids. Mona, Matt, Cheyenne. She don't have her glasses on, she can't read.
You got a pile of more over here. That's good.
The booby prize.
Yeah.
Wow.
You always gotta have a booth prize.
Oh, these are good.
we're going to set it in each place in here.
Yeah.
I think that's cute. I'm going to think we're going to bring it and set it up.
Bill and Nan. Where'd you go? Oh, that's very good.
What are we doing? How are we doing? Ask you 2 questions. Keep
Keep opening the cards up.
And then the cake. Oh, and then
You have a job.
This is yours. Hey.
Read it. Mom and Dad done open their presents. My boys want to get them safe.
I know the girls are
I don't think
My boys are just going to wing it.
right
So
up
if
here.
you're being
All these kids are over
They'll sit up there something.
Oh, I have. I mean, they're, you know, they're kind of ruining the whole thing for everybody else.
That's a good idea. We need to follow them.
I know, that's a pretty bird. Thanks.
Do you want the door open? You don't want to step outside and smoke there.
Isn't it open?
She's got one more.
No, he just looks
And I'm going to have you finish it now before dinner. I got a practice from somebody. Now I'm getting plenty of practice.
I never Daddy's busy, you can't tell Daddy's happy.
Let's be honest, Gail, it wasn't. Come sit over there. I am too, to be honest. She looks so much like you. You know who she looks like? When I seen Melanie, I thought it was Smokey tonight.
Really?
I guess because I got Smokey, I just, no.
Maybe one.
It's just. It's a fish.
A little tangled up, yeah, so you're going to stick it back in anyhow.
Yeah.
It looks like something else.
Shut up, Ricky.
Just joking. That loving side of her came out, man. Great. Shut up.
There's the name.
Yeah. She's the lady I remember every Sunday morning now.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You like that one, Jeff? I see now.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Batteries in it. It's already here. Very bottom.
Is that your lighthouse?
Yep, that's it. Let me see it. Oh, that's cool.
And it blinks.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, they have a place down at the beach. That's cool.
Where?
No, that's
Mel.
On past Pecan. Pretty good size.
Be careful, honey.
I don't think it does anything. You don't even have it open for tours except like one
I'm waiting for her.
It's really weird.
Oh, is that still going? Oops.
They're going to slap you with a piece of it.
Stick your hand on there.
Hold on.
Oh.
You finished, Joey?
You've always had
Nice
family.
to see all our loved ones in one place.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Did you get that? You want hot water?
You've always had family. It's what it cost them to say they had friends.
Wave.
What are you doing?
Do that again. You're fuzzy.